guys, Shawn Ray here from MuscularDevelopment.com. Unleashed. I'm at the beautiful resort here in Southern California, Pelican Hills, and today's subject matter leads us to one guy that may potentially be the talk of the town, or someone we're not talking about at all come Mr. Olympia weekend. At Joe Weider's 53rd anniversary of the Mr. Olympia weekend in Las Vegas, Cedric McMillan, arguably one of the biggest names in the sport of bodybuilding, will either be talked about ad nauseum or he'll be totally disregarded. The question is whether or not Cedric will wind up on that competition stage. It wasn't that long ago that Cedric McMillan was winning the 29th Arnold Classic Championship in Columbus, Ohio, holding off Big Dallas McCarver. And Cedric McMillan went silent after that. Everyone thought he was going to wind up out in Australia and go for the Arnold Classic title out there put on by Tony Doherty, but he chose to stay home. Now, Cedric is kind of an enigma. We've got the greatest Mr. Olympia, 8-time Mr. Olympia, Lee Haney, touting Cedric McMillan not too many years ago as the next Mr. Olympia, and that turned out to be Phil Heath, still holding on to that title, and Cedric McMillan, a promise unfulfilled. Lee Haney is quoted in Muscular Development as saying that this guy may not have the goods to pull this competition off. As a matter of fact, he may be potentially running out of time. Cedric McMillan winning the Arnold Classic, holding off a Dallas McCarver, is not the same as beating Sean Roden, Dexter Jackson, Big Ramy, or even Rolly Winkler, not to mention Big Phil Heath. So what does that mean for Cedric McMillan? If Cedric doesn't compete this year and tries to come back again next year, will he be battling father time like a lot of other bodybuilders are right now? Cedric McMillan has a very small window of opportunity, and according to Lee Haney, that window of opportunity is closing by the day. So either you choose to be Mr. Olympia or you don't. Lee Haney has been quoted as saying that this guy could be Mr. Olympia, but as of right now, that window is closing. I have to agree with Lee Haney because I was there when Cedric McMillan won the national title, and also I was there when he won over in Germany. I watched Cedric McMillan get disqualified in Brazil, where he should have won that competition, and then I watched him get second place a year ago to Kai Green, and this year winning the Arnold Classic. In all of those titles, that is still not add up to a Mr. Olympia lineup. And last year, Cedric McMillan, not even a year ago, was placing in 7th place at the Mr. Olympia Championships, holding off Dallas McCarver and Justin Compton. So what does that mean? Is the Mr. Olympia competition better or worse with Cedric McMillan in it or out of it? We've seen the Olympia title not change hands very often. 13 champions, Phil Heath going for number 7. So Cedric is basically the X factor. And I've got to agree with 8-time Mr. Olympia Lee Haney that if Cedric McMillan is not training right now at this very moment for this year's Mr. Olympia, that Mr. Olympia title may forever be out of his reach. For MuscularDevelopment.com, I'm Shawn Ray.